If there is any video game series that I could recommend for a good old Easter egg adventure, then look no further than 3D Realms' Duke Nukem franchise. The games are packed to the rafters with secrets. Many of them are funny, original, and refer to real life situations, film characters and video games, and you can really get a sense that the developers had a great time making these titles. And today we look upon Duke Nukem 3D on the PC, as this is the Easter Egg Hunter. Welcome everyone to the home of finding sweet chocolate Easter eggs within our video games. Number 1. Back in 1994, the O.J. Simpson murder trial was one of the most heavily publicised cases in modern times, and 3D Realms decided to add several nods recognising it. The first Easter egg can be seen right after sliding down the ventilation shaft from the very beginning of the game on the mission known as Hollywood Holocaust. Once Duke lands on the street, look up and to the right where a huge billboard dominates the skyline, reading "Innocent?" In the following level of the red light district, play through the stage until you have acquired the yellow key, at which point you can enter the bar. From here, head past the pool table, walk up the slope to the right which leads Duke into a social drinking area, where on the opposite side of this establishment you can sit back and relax and watch O.J. Simpson and his white Bronco travelling down the highway on that famous day where he was closely followed by highway patrol units and police squad cars. Number 2. Diving 75% onwards into the game to Episode 3's final showdown at the stadium, where Duke takes on the Cycloid Emperor equipped with 2 claw arms that are capable of firing deadly missiles. No doubt one of the biggest bosses in the franchise and positioned on the smallest level in this game. As soon as Duke enters the level, a lift will begin to rise towards a quick onslaught with this beast of an alien. The best thing to do is quickly activate the jetpack, and if you don't possess one, then type in DNKROZ and then press J to enable you to rise to dizzy new heights where you can spot a large blimp advertising Homer Simpson's favourite tipple, Duff Beer, or in this case, Duff. You can also destroy the blimp, which will shower the stadium in tons of ammo and other goodies. Number 3. Towards the end of the Abyss Episode 1 Level 5, Duke will activate the San Andreas fault switch, roughly 4 to 5 minutes after doing so, and if you don't lose your way, which I have done so on many occasions thanks to the carefully concealed paths and passageways, you should be looking onto a huge alien spaceship that has landed. From this point, head down the slope nearby that ends once you are outside again, towering over a riverbed of lava below. Before continuing onwards and jumping from platform to platform though, if you allow Duke to fall off this first platform and just before he is about to exit his world in a blaze of glory, press J to turn on the jetpack, and then take a look around at the walls close by, as you should spot an Easter egg referencing one of video games' most iconic figures or characters, if you like, the Dope Fish. Number 4. The mission of the Warp Factor is the third level to grace the Lunar Apocalypse episode, and after locating the yellow key and using it at its correct terminal, proceed up the revealed escalators, where immediately to your right you can activate a large grey panel that uncovers some steroids. But that's not all, as if you hop inside and look to the top left, there is also a small switch to press, which at first and unknowingly will cause a large column to lower, revealing a tiny secret room, and this is only just located around the corridor. But you have to be extremely quick, otherwise the column will return to its original position. Once inside this new secret tiny cubbyhole, hit the spacebar upon the grey wall to the left, which will unveil a futuristic looking room that is in fact a lift that will, after a few seconds, automatically ascend, leading you onto the bridge of the USS Enterprise. And if you're nearing the completion of this level, why not activate the level map by hitting the tab key and zooming out using the minus key, where you can actually see that the whole level has been shaped and designed as the USS Enterprise as well. Number 5. In the final moments of level 2 of the red light district, Duke is captured by the pig cops. Within the following stage you awake to being electrocuted in a chair and weaponless, though almost immediately you can actually escape, activate 2 switches and gather some weapons, and then enter a small chapel situated close by. Now one of two Easter eggs appear here. The first is hanging from the ceiling, which appears to be a priest, whom is said to feature as a death-fire monk in the title of Rise of the Triad, created by 3D Realms' predecessors. After taking this on board, now head towards the staging in front of you, complete with stained glass window and a cross. Offer Duke up to the panel decorated in blood splatter and hit the space bar to activate it, which in doing so, the cross will now turn upside down and you can now smash through the stained glass window and enter a passageway behind. That leads us on to our next Easter egg, featuring our beloved Doom, or Doomed in this case, Space Marine.
That's one doomed Space Marine.
Number 6. Time for another look at The Simpsons with a secret that is gathered in the stage of critical mass now. From the off, you'll enter and pass through a warehouse, walk up 2 spiralling flights of stairs, to which a heavy looking solid metal door with a no smoking sign plastered on the wall to the right will appear. The moment you activate this door, the room unveiled will immediately begin to initiate, causing a chain reaction of explosions sent throughout the entire area. At this point, Duke can run to the left to safety, or hang about and wait for a few seconds where the roof will begin to cave in. But if you are in the right spot at the right time, a secret wall panel will arise, allowing you to enter Homer Simpson's workspace of Sector 7G, complete with boxes of donuts and cups of coffee. Number 7. In the level of Lunar Reactor, collect the blue key, then proceed towards the crew quarters where a battle lord awaits you. Take him down, then enter upon the second crew door where various enemies will pop out from the woodwork and attack you. After the battle, head into the sleeping area that houses a shaft glowing in red. At this point, it might be wise to enter DNKROZ, that way you can avoid dying. Next, jump into the shaft, smash through the vent grid in front of you and step outside into the frozen world, where down to the right an annoying assault trooper will begin unloading his bullets upon you. But rather than dealing with him, activate the jetpack and glide Duke down to the left hand side of the cliff to where you will discover a concealed cave, where lurking inside a grim discovery of Luke Skywalker can be made.
Now this is a force to be reckoned with.
Number 8. There are quite a few Easter eggs dotted about the mission known as Hotel Hell, but my personal favourite can be seen soon after activating the lift inside the hotel lobby using the yellow key. Once the lift has transported you upwards to the next level, move northwards to the dim lit area where to the left is a water feature. Hop into this and then centre yourself between the 2 large pots on fire and jump through the cascading waterfall where you'll enter a secret area. Walk up to the red handprint on the wall and hit the spacebar where a panel will slide down to the right, where you can now smash the pot below and then proceed quickly into the flames where a tunnel is now revealed. If you continue along the path briefly, this is where you'll find Dr. Jones.
We meet again, Dr. Jones.
If you pick up the spinning orb on the pedestal to the right, the tunnel will begin to collapse, much like many of the death traps from Indiana's franchise. Number 9. To see us out, we need to visit the freeway. Once the blue key has entered your pocket, arrive at this door panel and use it to proceed to a room containing 2 conveyor belts. Hop across these and then enter the next room where yet another conveyor belt rests, though this is moving much slower. So hop on top of it and move towards the opening ahead where Duke will automatically duck and he will say this:
Terminated.
And then you will notice this. Awesome shout out to the Terminator.